Listen up.
It's just in.
All the gossip. The Rumor Report. Gossip. With Angela Yee.
It's the Rumor Report.
The Breakfast Club.
One of R. Kelly's alleged victims, his former goddaughter, testified in court in Chicago yesterday. This is all part of his federal trial, and she's only identified as Jane. But she says that she had sex with R. Kelly hundreds of times beginning at 15 years old. She said she was too intimidated to say no. She later on told the jury she asked him to be her godfather when she was just 13, but by 14, he was touching her inappropriately, and their sexual relationship continued until she was 18 years old. When asked why she continued to have that sexual relationship, she said that she looked at him as a figure of authority and didn't know how to respond or say no, and eventually it was normalized. She also would recruit other teenage girls, and some of that was recorded. According to her testimony, she and her parents denied that inappropriate relationship with R. Kelly for years, and that's why she wasn't called to testify at his 2008 trial, even though prosecutors believed that she was the girl in the video at the center of the trial. So she did testify, like we said, under the pseudonym of Jane, and she is reversing her testimony at this point. So they did show some of those recordings in court, and at times she started to cry while she was on the stand, and he was, while she was on the stand, looking at the table throughout the time that she was up there. Oh, that's a hard thing, man. But And in other R. Kelly news, you know, his, I guess, girlfriend, Joycelyn Savage, she is saying that she is 5 months pregnant and is having a baby girl and that she's very excited. Now, R. Kelly's lawyer had told E! that she's not pregnant with the singer's child, but she said that his lawyer didn't know that prior to him going to jail, Robert and I were doing IVF, because at the time I was told I couldn't have a baby. When he got sent to prison, we paused on it, and I had them freeze my eggs until I was ready. And once his lawyer did find out, she wanted me to have an abortion because she didn't feel that now was the time for me to have a child following the 30-year sentence. Me and Robert wanted to have a child for a long time. He's very happy about it. His lawyer isn't.
I was wondering how that happened if she was pregnant, but I guess that makes sense.
But it makes sense now, though. Yeah.
All right, so we'll be following this story, and she is actually expected, the Jane, the goddaughter, she's expected to retake the stand today as well. All right, now Diddy and Jermaine Dupri have agreed to go hit for hit in Atlanta for a Verzuz, but they have that legal war with Triller over Verzuz happening right now, so we don't know if that's going to happen right now or what's going on. But, you know, there's this argument ever since Diddy said that R&B is dead, and he was like, who killed R&B? That has been happening, and he went back and forth with Jermaine Dupri about it. Listen to this.
JD, if you want that smoke, you can get that smoke anytime.
Hey, relax.
I look forward to this. We saying since we ain't with Verzuz no more because they around with our boys. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? We don't need to be going together against each other. Let's come together and do that bad boy so death in Atlanta at that time, baby. It ain't no Verzuz. It's just hit for hit. You know what I'm saying?
Let's do it.
That's got to be insulting. No, I would love to see that. I honestly, if it was Bad Boy versus So Def, I think they should just keep it to R&B and remixes because, you know, of course, Bad Boy has the super upper hand when it comes to hip-hop. But if they keep it just remixes and R&B, that would be amazing. But that whole R&B is dead conversation got to be insulting to all the people who do R&B, right? Like the Jasmine Sullivans, the Brent Fayazes, the Summer Walkers, the
Summer Walker, Queen Naja.
Like
what is
Tank's album is out today. She has an R&B album out today. We just listened to SZA.
So what is Diddy saying? Is he saying that R&B is dead, or the R&B that he's used to is dead?
Well, listen, here he
Probably
is
what he's used to is
Timbaland, and Timbaland's trying to get a word in about this R&B conversation. Listen to this.
R&B is motherfucking dead as of right now. R&B got to be judged to a certain thing. It's a feeling, no doggy. R&B is not a hustle. You know what I'm saying? This is about feeling your vulnerability. You got to motherfucking make a card or a woman's vagina. You got to be able to get your girl back. I want to hear all this bullshit. I done heard everything about everything. You know what it is? It's a lack of vulnerability. It's our fault for accepting anything less for anybody getting on a mic. Ain't no old versus young. It's just we talking about singing. And I feel there was a death of R&B singing, and I'm a part of bringing that back because I ain't feeling the emotions, B.
I see what he's saying.
Right.
I think that just saying it's dead is harsh. I don't think it's dead, but if he's saying that it's not on the level of what they were doing in the 90s, our vocalists aren't on the level of what they were doing in the 90s, that's debatable, right?
Well, Hitmaker responded. He said, Diddy done lost his whole damn mind talking about R&B dead. There's so much good R&B out. If you can't note it, you got to be out of touch. Stop trolling. And then he tagged Chris Brown, her, Jasmine Sullivan, Tink, Janae Aiko, Usher, Jeremiah, Bryson Tiller, Ty Dolla $ign, SZA, Summer Walker, Division, Silk Sonic. He said, I feel you, though. Whatever to make the single go number one, it's got to move on, bringing R&B back to life.
Those some great names that he named. I mean, Usher's a god, though. I mean, Usher's solidified already. But those some great names that he named. That's why I said I wonder if Diddy's just talking about the type of R&B that he's used to, because there's a lot of R&B out there.
Mm-hmm. And I listen to a lot of R&B all the time. So I definitely don't think it's dead. But that is your rumor report.
All right, thank you, Miss Yee. Charlamagne, who you giving that down to?
Man, 4 after the hour, I need Jack Edward Fisher, who I call Jackass Edward Fisher, to come to the front of the congregation. We'd like to have a word with him. He is a young 18-year-old man from Florida, and we will discuss his entrepreneurship, because I do respect one thing he was doing. We'll talk about it.
All right, we'll get to that next. It's The Breakfast Club. Good morning.